Much like when Ari was first released and I was watching Chaos play her on day one, he was playing her top lane, okay? She started off as a top lane champion in my experience. Kingen could do it.
Atlas. No one even knows who you're talking about.
Papercraft
that one
comes to mind.
Yeah, Origami and Nivea.
Yeah, very, very cool. Oh dear, Life may be dead, but does have a Haymaker. And Berserker now looking for Gio, just needs a double tap, and that's first blood! That's Life set, baby! As DN Freecs off to a great start in game number 2. Press the attack working out super well for this Lucian. And he's still able to put on a lot of pressure. Pickaxe in hand, and that is going to work a whole lot better than the longsword. As Life, oh yeah, you activate Hex Flash, and you are just feeling so good. Look at him, runs towards the hands. There's the dash around, Piercing Light gonna come through, but they just kill him. Still, it's a 1-for-1 trade. As Jiu looking to proc that passive, will be able to get a fair bit of damage, but it looks like Berserker is gonna be okay for the moment. Game can be stalled. Nivea's power isn't quite as high, but it's still good.
Might have a fight.
Yep, Yoshi gonna get the flash out, and the flash immediately to follow there as ulti from Gideon to try and keep his AD carry safe. The barrier comes in, but it's not going to be enough, and that's a kill going over to Berserker. Bulldog now in trouble as almost Lahan's picking the gap. Facebreaker is decent, but Calyx getting on top of the enemy mid laner. Gideon might have to sacrifice himself though, and that's a double kill for this Lucian, who's off to a phenomenal start. 4-0. Every kill for the DN Freecs is on their main carry as Dudu trying to win out on this one, but that is just going to be Kingen down to egg form.
No, and I wanted to talk about, you know, thanks Umti for forever changing the game of League of Legends.
Yeah.
He was a part of that as well. Oh, no.
Killer Instinct. Life is going to break some faces and then get a big old shield, and the hook is going to land. So he's dead. Yoshik going to be taking all of these.
Cute little layout to make sure that the passive damage actually kills him.
I'm choosing me for everyone, not me. Okay, Kingen is going to save us from this conversation. And Life looking for an angle. The wall is just wandered through here by the set. And the bird is definitely dead. Down it goes, cooked.
Kind of thought Kingen was just going to straight up try and ult the wave there, but
just not even a thing. So Nongshim not going to have any right to walk up. And so therefore, this dragon going to be going down. The DN Freecs going to start that one stacking. 2,000 gold is their lead. It's a real gold advantage, much larger than they had in game number 1. And Pyoshik going to get to work on getting some feats of strength.
How many people do you think have actually played BioShock?
Oh no, is that an old man thing as well?
Came out in 2007.
Oh god, did it? Crazy. The game is quite old.
I'm pretty sure it's 2000, the first one, yeah.
But it was remastered relatively recently.
Yeah, there's a ton. You know, the newer ones are not that old.
Yep. Oh man. So that so like there's a lot of the like BioShock references that like, would you kindly? People don't get that anymore. Oh man.
Can't throw a dragon.
Oh, that's true. Wow, that would be earlier. We need to keep predicting things, because then not that will happen. As here's another knock-up onto Pyoshik. Wind becomes lightning from Gideon as Lahan's just standing in amongst it. Pyoshik actually going to swap positions here with Gideon. The Cyclone not really doing too much, though, as Lahan's will finally go down. Calyx on a decent angle, though, as Kingen trying to make his presence known. Gets down the ulti, but it's kind of out of the way of anything that's doing much of anything at all, as the Ari's going to fall down, and Kingen, Dudu just ignores the wall entirely, and he's now looking to break some eggs. As Berserker in the back of this pit is looking pretty comfortable.
They're low.
And they're flashing towards Berserker, who just gets himself out of there. There's the superplex, and Chiu's going to be able to take down the set. That's Kingen getting some work done, though. Somehow didn't die in the last fight. Flashing for something. I guess they're not going to roast that egg as Pyoshik going forward one more time. They'll find the kill on to the bird and then look for Gideon. Lahan's comes on over. That's going to be enough to protect the Xin Zhao, but it does not protect Nongshim from DNF getting yet another dragon. I don't have an outcome to focus on. This is the problematic part as the clone tanking up even more. Lahan's just looking to make a play. He finds it even after the relentless pursuit, but Life there with the superplex is going to be able to keep his AD carry alive. The rest of Nongshim now in a little bit of trouble as Gideon cannot ult them away enough, and he knows that he's dead. Equalizer goes down right on top of Jiu, but I think that was slightly optimistic there for Dudu. Still, they get exactly what they wanted as Kingen in the top lane is taking down an outer turret. There we go. You go, little birdie.
Atlas, have you seen
picks up some money.
Shrek 2?
Yeah.
Life right there, that is the best reenactment of the I Need a Hero scene I have ever seen.
Oh, I can see it.
Right? He, like, Berserker gets flash hooked, and you can just hear in the distance, you can hear the fairy godmother singing. Life runs in, they're not throwing it out of con, things are fine. They're not throwing it out of con, they just get it and leave.
They're just doing it out of con, and they are going to get it. Kyoshik does just use his warrior trickster, but there's a nice little stun. Kyoshik's going to be dead, but they still have Otacon. They can just walk away.
Just leave.
Bulldog cannot just walk away. The hook is going to be there. There was a glacial storm on the ground, and so he's dead. But 2 kills for an Otacon. A little bit of a dangerous spot. They do still have control vision in the area. As Piercing Light coming on through there. Bit of a slowdown as we got the zoom in, man. Gideon moving forward. There's the knock-up onto Pyoshik. They want to kill him before the Warrior Trickster goes out as Calyx misses every button. Kingan's coming on over, though, to make it all stormy. And Gideon has to throw down the ulti to keep himself alive, and it does not do that at all. Realm Warp comes in as Dudu flashes on top of Kingan. He flashes away, though. It's a decent wall, but Pyoshik's got a flash of his own. He's going to be able to get over there. Decent little stun, but it's not going to be enough to save the birdie. And even the set comes over with the Haymaker, and that's going to take down the Anivia. Berserker gets to work on this mid lane as well. And the outcome of that is even more good things for the DN Freecs. They'll grab Soul Point as well, and the inner turret. Everything is looking DN Freecs here at this stage of the game. Oh, yeah. Works 60% of the time, every time. And this is working this time. The escape from Kingan. Walks his way out. Okay, Calyx sidesteps the Harpoon. Dudu is so scary, man. 2-0-4 on this Rumble. Very far ahead. Gideon now going to get engaged on one more time. There are a lot of Pyoshiks all around this map, as Gideon does have the ulti running. It keeps him alive for a little while longer, but Bulldog's able to finish him off. A fight on a couple of fronts, and it's all being won by the DN Freecs as Dudu is so strong. Goes golden, and they just cook Jiu. Calyx just takes a little bit of a right side exit, and the DN Freecs are going to get some real damage onto the enemy base. This inhibitor turret is going to go down, the inhibitor to follow, and this time around they've got some Void Mites, they've got some minions, there's no pesky Talia to remove stuff. Calyx is still going to be here, but I don't know whether the heroism is going to last this long. As Bulldog, we're going to try and force him onto the fountain and force them to a Game 3. The DN Freecs keeping themselves in the series.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.